Thank you. So I founded Ship about 3.5 years ago, really with from my personal pain point. When I was in college many years ago, I actually used to be an eBay power seller. And the hardest part of selling on eBay, especially at scale, I actually got to quite a big scale. And the shipping was really something that continues to be one of the biggest pain points in my business, and actually was one of the reasons that I didn't continue scaling that business. And that pain point really stuck with me for many years. And for me, what personally drives me, I'm an engineer, but I really want to have big impact. And I think that when you look at an industry like the shipping industry, I think it just could be a lot easier. And so when I decided to start Ship, I took that personal pain point and I tried to really imagine a world where there was as little friction as possible. Trying to think about what should shipping really be like. For taking from my personal pain point as an eBay power seller and as a consumer, and really just try to design the entire experience around that without having any boundaries. And that's exactly what I think that we've done in a very small scale. So how Ship worked, the very first version is very similar to how it is today. It's an iPhone, Android app, and essentially all you need to do is take a picture of whatever you want to ship, enter the destination anywhere in the world. We'll actually come to you. We'll actually come to you in maybe 5 to 10 minutes if that's what you would like. We'll take care of all of the packaging, and so what we'll do is we'll take these unpackaged items back to one of our warehouses that we have. We'll professionally package them, and then we'll ship them through the traditional carriers like UPS and FedEx. And really what we're solving is this, what I call this first mile experience. And really it's really remarkable to see when you're able to remove friction of a previously friction-filled process, what can really happen. And we're seeing some really great early signs of that. And so when we decided to start the company, we looked and decided to go directly after the consumer market. And you may think that it's probably one of the smallest markets, it's very fragmented, building a really big consumer company is really tough. But one of the reasons that we went after it is because it's really the most underserved. This is something that people do very infrequently, typically take maybe 1 or 2 hours. You can imagine yourself, you're probably running to get cardboard from a store, you're going home when you're packaging it, and then you're probably waiting, in the US anyways, and probably in a post office. And it's really not a great experience. And so decided to go after that end of the market with the intention that I would solve my previous pain point, which was eBay power selling, and also to go and take this to businesses. And so that's what we did. We started with consumer product. It's been very successful. And now we're slowly, as we get more and more volume, our efficiencies actually increase. Our prices will decrease, and we're able to offer a really price competitive service to businesses as well. And so today I wanted to mostly talk about one of our very successful partnerships with eBay. And it really it's around this theme that when you reduce friction, magical things actually can happen. And that's what we're seeing today on a very small scale. And so earlier this year, we launched a partnership with eBay and really just making it really easy. It's typically more of a consumer-prosumer product, people who still don't do this very frequently. We're still not going after the power sellers quite yet, but it's really around removing the friction of people that just really probably didn't actually sell online. It's still, in my opinion, the very largest pain point of selling online. I think earlier on, there's been a lot of innovation in payments. I think that was one of the biggest pain points. And now, I think shipping still is. And we're actually seeing a lot of traction in that. And so some of the numbers that I could share is that when we removed a lot of the friction of the shipping process, we actually saw that people actually listed more. So people who previously were eBay sellers would actually list 60% more. And then actually looking back at all of our users, half of the people actually never even sold on eBay. But I think that makes a lot of sense, especially for a lot of hard-to-ship items. Think about yourself. Maybe you have an old monitor or something like that you just wouldn't have even thought to sell online. And today, how the process works is that you list an item, My trick is that I'll list items for 99 cents, and you have a global marketplace like eBay that actually could find you a really good price. And all you do is you tell us, come pick it up, we'll take care of it, we'll professionally package it, and then we'll get it to the actual buyer on the other end. And it really is, it's unlocking for a marketplace like eBay a lot of potential business that they weren't able to get. You look at a lot of these other marketplaces, I think that's one of the reasons that Craigslist still is actually really still strong growing. Because it is for a lot of these different items. I think that the perceived friction of shipping is so much that you're willing to go on Craigslist and try to meet somebody somewhere, and you're going to have to negotiate with them, and it's really not a great experience. But I think that what we're seeing is that removing the friction is actually enabling people to go start selling more online. And so we're continue this partnership. So today we're live in 4 markets. We're in San Francisco, New York, LA, and Chicago. And we'll continue to roll out in the US and then hopefully globally. And another thing that we're really seeing a lot of traction with, which was definitely the intention when I started the company, is to go to more of a business customer. And so this week actually we just launched a very similar partnership with Shopify. And it's really thinking about yourself. Like, I think one of the biggest pain points still with creating an online business is the actual shipping. And so what we do is we actually unlock people's time so they could actually spend it where probably they should be spending their time, on the marketing, creating their product, all of those things. And we're seeing a lot of really, really early traction in that. And so I just wanted to leave you with this. I think especially thinking about a millennial type of audience, I think reducing the friction of a really friction-filled process, as we're seeing some really early traction today, can actually have really unbelievable results for your business. Thanks.